It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports. And up next, we've got Antonio Gibson. It was a nice performance in his last outing. Almost 170 yards on the ground. It's the Jets and the Patriots, and it's all up next on EA Sports.
We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the New England Patriots and the New York Jets. Brendan Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And CD, you look at the Jets coming into play. They're squaring off against a very tough unit to throw against.
And this is not one of the better passing offenses in the league to begin with, Brandon. And to illustrate that point, they're down near the bottom of the power ranking, so the focus is going to need to be on possession-type throws. Whether they're trying to use their running backs or tight ends a little bit more, the big thing is to make sure the quarterback gets it out of his hands quickly to his receivers, and they hope to gain an advantage that way.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned. Will be a touchback. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And I thought in last week's game, he found a way to win like a good pitcher without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the numbers you're...
Throwing to start the drive. Shirley. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. The first carry for the Memphis man, Antonio Gibson. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. From the gun on third down. Shirley. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Patriots take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They're led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Mac Jones.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe he leans on a few other parts of the offense and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
Now Jones. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 23 yards, the final tally.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. But look at the numbers for Harris in last week's game. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
Jones throwing complete for Harris. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw there complete to Myers. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing, Jones. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They run again with Harris. This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Jones got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the Patriots are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. Now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
2nd down and goal. Jones. There's Henry. Touchdown, Patriots. Hunter Henry. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Patriots are on the board first here this afternoon. This is a crew. They've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive. Sitting in 1st place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game. Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. The Jets at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. They're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Brandon, you know, we talk about having wrinkles in a game plan. That was a fold right there. How about that play? Being able to change things up. You think anyone else on the team's going to get the ball, and in that situation, they surprise everyone and give it to their big guy.
On first down, Shirley. And he wisely will throw that one away. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. Oh, look at the juke. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 17 yards for the Jets there as they got themselves a first down. A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the second one.
On first down, right back to Gibson. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. The numbers on the ground for Gibson a week ago. Very, very strong, well over 100 yards.
He should get the ball early and often here, too. I mean, when you're riding the performance of last week into this game, his confidence level has to be off the charts. Go ahead and keep feeding him.
To throw on 2nd down, Shirley. And a completion to Wilson. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Back to throw. Shirley. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And despite the fancy footwork we saw, they'll get to him just inside the 15. They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first. Operating from the gun, Shirley. Well, the corner gets a hand on it, but he still makes the play. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Sometimes those tip balls turn out to be like a pinball. Just bounce all over the place. Everyone's got to go up and get it. In this case...
Well, we talk about tip drills for defensive players like you, but what about the offensive guys? They do any tip drills?
I think they work on it as well, oftentimes in the Hail Mary situations, because you're actually counting on a ball being tipped to give you an extra chance to catch it. They use that training well.
And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Carl Lawson racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
As I was watching the play unfold, my eyes immediately went to the referee because I wanted to see, was he going to put those 2 hands over his head and that universal signal for a safety? But it's at the 1-yard line. You know you're playing with fire when you get sacked that close to the goal.
Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations? In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Shirley. Wilson's got it complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. To throw on 3rd down. Shirley. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. New England's offense set to go. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones. Over the middle, complete. That's Hall. Dropped. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Jones. Open man, the tight end Henry. And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
I can hear the film session right now. I can hear the coach saying to his team, guys, how does a guy that big get that open?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Imagine him as a kid, just trying to play hide and seek.
No chance.
No chance. He goes to hide behind the skinny tree. You see the front, the back, the top. Good luck.
Yeah, you see him. You don't see the tree.
Jones now on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Carl Lawson. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this 1st half.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jones. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Eluding the... And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Carl Lawson able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this 1st half of football. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Shirley steps away to his left. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety.
So a free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. This is taken at the 10. So here are the Patriots to take over. They've lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll start the drive with Harris. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Jones. Open man is Myers. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead. Stops shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Off play action. Jones. Throw left side complete. That's Henry. And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Jones from the gun on 3rd down. Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a jet was shaken up on that one. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Operating from the gun, Jones. And this is going to be incomplete. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Back to throw, Jones. This pass out wide to Hall. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Here's Jake Bailey now. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. On second down, a run with Gibson. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. This offense so far on third down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. Taken in at the 11. New England trying to get a place on offense. So the safety, obviously a big play, but now the offense, maybe they feel pressure to score where the defense is doing something like that.
And it's good pressure because they put them in a nice spot now, having scored the points on defense, turn the ball back over to them. You're right, there's pressure to score, but they feel good about their chances.
That's good. They like that pressure. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the give, this is Harris. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Harris going to get it again on second down. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Work of the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Looking to throw. Jones to the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. To throw again on second down. Jones. Henry's got it out on the left side. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 31-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Myers. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 13-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in a defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And a little floater there is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And a pretty little juke move there, but not a ton to show for it afterwards as he's brought down. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Boy, that one was well read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The Patriots will bring on the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So when you factor in the safety, this now a 5-point swing.
And look, I'm not going to turn away a 5-point swing because 5 points, that's valuable. Don't get me wrong on this. But if they could have taken that safety and added 7 to it, now you're talking about a really big swing.
This one fielded at the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Jets going to take over now late in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. Over the middle and complete to Wilson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Back to throw. Shirley. Man open left side is Brown. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Throwing on 1st down. Shirley. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Back to throw again. Back to Gibson and another catch for him. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. And that will keep this a 12-point game.
Yeah, it's been a disappointing first half for him, all things considered. And this can serve as the capper. It's a missed field goal in the late going, and that's only going to serve to lessen the mood even further.
The Pats at the line ready to go. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting.
Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the 3rd quarter. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. No run back here for Jones. A touchback. For the Patriots taking over to start quarter number 3. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The Patriots send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. This is taken at the 18. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby.
And the Jets will take over.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
49 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now a dump off here complete.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Looking to throw on second down. Shirley. And this is caught by Watkins.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. A give to the fullback on the dive. There to stop him, Juwan Bentley.
A give up the middle to Gibson.
And he'll be taken down at the 34.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
Open man here is Conklin. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 15-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another 1st.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Shirley. Trying to improvise. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the 1st down marker. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Sly able to put this one through.
And that lead is back down to 9 now. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Jones. Complete. It's Henry. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
A gain of 3, second down. Back to throw. Jones. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack.
Like how they started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got the connection here to Bourne. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
The throw over the middle taken in. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 1st and 10, Shirley. Caught. It's Wilson. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense, because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point, and what's usually direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue, not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Shirley. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. From the gun on 3rd down. Shirley. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains, because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Shirley. Got a man. It's Brown.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll look to throw again. Towards the end zone for Brown. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Marquise Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You can see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Joey Sly on for the extra point.
And the lead is down to 2. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all.
And it's Hollywood, Marquise Brown, who finishes it off with the touchdown.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away.
Marcus Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. New England's offense set to go. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. They'll start on the ground. Hall.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. On 2nd and 7, Jones. He completes it to Henry. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down.
49 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Now here's another carry for Harris.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. 2nd down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They hand this off to Harris.
And he's going to have a Patriots 1st down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slow with that front seven reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
So 2 1st downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Throwing, Jones. And this complete to Henry over the middle.
And they're going to get this up to midfield. On 2nd down, a run with Hall.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, It's working. They're handling things up front, and it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
Jones' throw taken in by Bourne. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now a first down carry for Harris. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 12-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jones. Out route, and this is Henry with a catch. This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. Touchdown! A great play there with his first career and down. And the Patriots are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. So a heck of a drive right there with the game potentially hanging in the balance.
A very good drive, and now conversion to make it a 2-score game and a solid lead.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And that makes it a 9-point game. That one was an extended drive. 14 plays all told. And it ends with a New England touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. They'll try and run with their fullback. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that's going to be caught downfield by Brown. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 37 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and. He completes it to Wilson. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Gibson here running out of the gun. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 64 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And the Pats will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious, so you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
So the Patriots coming out now. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 14-yard line. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall.
Shifts by at the 15. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. New England on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is 3rd and 7. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by DJ Reed.
And the Jets are going to take possession of the football.
That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute.
Here comes Mr. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, leading out this offense.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Back to throw. Shirley. He finds his man. Complete. It's Watkins.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
On 3rd and 2. Shirley. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
A bit of extra pressure now for this one on Joey Sly.
From the left hash, this from 34.
Sly able to put this one through.
And that'll move him back within 6 now.
So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3, but with starting field position like that, 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball into the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. New England trying to get a place on offense. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Harris. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
On 3rd down, here's Hall.
And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. If you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
So the Jets now down on the scoreboard. At time, a huge factor. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. They'll start on the ground with Gibson.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. And it's a rush to the line right now for the Jets. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Gets this to Gibson, and he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
He'll look to throw. And this one's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
On the draw, it's Gibson.
And he stopped immediately there. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game.
On 3rd down, here's Gibson.
Oh, he shifts past him. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this one is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down of this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The Patriots in the victory formation as they'll take the knee.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
Down to a knee goes Jones, and that should just about seal it.
Well, this ball game was close throughout. Remember, it was neck and neck at intermission, neck and neck at the end, but a great job to come in here in a tough environment, Charles, and get the victory.
Yeah, tough environment indeed. How about all the people we can hear shouting from their seats right below us, partner? They weren't real happy that their team didn't keep the home field. How about how these visitors came in, calm every step of the way, even with all the pressure, and found a way to get out of here with a win.
So for New England, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Baltimore to take on the Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they dropped just their 2nd game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they'll get an extra week to think about it as the midseason bye might be coming at just the right time.